We now are up in Detroit on a facility there, a waste destruction service facility, where we're doing a host of what we're being told are some final demonstrations on some real key wastes that the federal government is looking to destroy.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Chris Gannon. He is the CEO of 374 Water. And Chris, it's great to see you again. How are you?
I'm doing great, Steve. Thank you so much for having me again.
Yeah, excited to have you on. I know you've had some pretty interesting news in the last little bit, and we'll get to that in just a second. But maybe just remind everyone a little bit about the company and more so about your system that we're going to be talking about.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thanks so much for the question. So, our company is 374 Water. We have a very innovative technology called AirSCWO. That technology is very, very effective at destroying waste streams, specifically biosolids, so some traditional waste streams, biosolids, landfill leachate, whole host of organic industrial waste and such, as well as, and I think very importantly, because all of those are contaminated with emerging contaminants such as PFAS, forever chemicals, plastics, things of that nature, pharmaceuticals, things of that nature. So our technology is very, very effective at destroying it to either below the new EPA standards of 4 parts per trillion, or to non-detect levels, meaning you just current detection capabilities just do not exist.
And boy, Chris, is there a need for this? I mean, we've heard a lot about this, and not only in the U.S. but also right across the world. In fact, about the
Mhm.
importance of technology like this.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an amazingly large market. We calculated it as roughly around $450 billion market worldwide, and we're really targeting four or three key market verticals with a fourth I'll talk about. So one is the municipal market. So in the United States, obviously very, very large, 16,000 wastewater treatment facilities as an example. Internationally, just much more massive on the federal government level, right? In military, there's a lot of different applications there. Industrial markets, again, tremendous amount of different market verticals there. And then really importantly, underlying all of those markets are what are called treatment, storage, and disposal facilities, which take in both hazardous and non-hazardous wastes. And we're actively partnering with those companies right now to put our technology on site there and build our waste destruction service capability there with them.
And you mentioned military, and that's the news I was talking about a bit earlier in our chat together. The Defense Innovation Unit and yourselves are working together. Tell me a bit about this. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, so we've been working with the military, the federal government for quite some time,
Yeah.
doing a whole host of different destruction work in various locations. We now are up in Detroit on a facility there, a waste destruction service facility, where we're doing a host of what we're being told are some final demonstrations on some real key wastes that the federal government is looking to destroy.
Yeah, and that system, as you mentioned, there's some testing going on, and the campaign officially will start, I guess, in August, so to speak. And then
Yes.
there's going to be a lot of great data that you're going to get out of this as well.
Correct, absolutely. And it's so we're going to be there for a couple months. We have 6 waste streams that we're going to be destroying for them, and all of those contain that PFAS, that forever chemicals that we talked about. So whether it's granular activated carbon used in water treatment, ion exchange resin used in water treatment, and so forth. There's a ton of different wastes that we're looking to destroy for them.
Okay, and lastly, Chris, why don't we just talk about what's ahead? I mean, obviously, this is something that you'll be focused on for sure, but there's a lot of other things going on within the company as you head towards the fall.
Yeah, we're really excited about the fall and then going even into next year. So we have other deployments. We just completed a deployment at the Colorado with the Colorado School of Mines. at the Peterson Space Force Base. So we announced that deployment. We have done all of that work. Things went very, very well. We're very excited about that. We have some other upcoming, customer, purchase orders and deployments that we're going to have. So we are in the process of getting ready to deploy to Orange County Sanitation out in California. To begin we've sold a unit to them to begin a year-long deployment with them. And then I also mentioned our work on the waste destruction service side. So we have a number of parties. We've signed one agreement already. We're in negotiation with several others to begin to put across the U.S. these waste destruction service sites.
Well, exciting times ahead. Chris, I really appreciate your time. Thanks very much, and good to see you again.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Steve. Great talking with you.
All right, there's Chris Gannon, the CEO of 374 Water.